I've done more than 100 presentations in the past few months, and this is what I learned about public speaking. Hi everyone, my name is Kian. I run a company focusing on corporate training, business consulting, and employee engagement. We have worked with more than 10 multinational companies and more than 2,500 employees across 15 different countries, including Canada, Australia, Germany, Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, Japan, Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, and so forth. And my job happens to require me to deliver a lot of presentations, whether it be in the context of a training or a learning session, whether it be a speech, whether it be a workshop, whether it be a team building program, and so forth. And what I learned is that people tend to have stage fright, anxiety. They're afraid of being judged when you're on stage. But I also realized that typically people would give advice on stage fright that would be along the lines of something like, oh, you gotta breathe, you gotta chill, you gotta calm down, you wanna make sure that you transform that negative energy into positive and so forth. But I realized that actually the source of stage fright for a lot of people, at least the majority of people that I've worked with, and again, these are the people that I've worked with, thousands of them, they might not be representative of the millions of people around the world, but this is what I found out. People tend to have stage fright because they are insufficiently knowledgeable in the topic that they're about to deliver, which means that they are about to deliver a presentation on something that they're not entirely familiar with. And what they're nervous about is a few things. They're scared that they'll say the wrong thing and make themselves sound stupid. They're scared that people will ask questions that they would not be able to answer, and as a result of these two factors, they'll be judged by the audience members. But as commonsensical as it might sound, if you know about your topic in and out, you really don't have to worry about these things. What you have to then work on is just how you want to deliver your presentation. And typically I see that once you have the knowledge portion sorted out, you don't really have to worry about the next portion. It's the easy part, really. It's kind of like the supplementary things you have to do to ensure that people pay attention to you. If your knowledge is really concrete, say if you're delivering a 1-hour presentation on, I don't know, climate change, if that's something that you care about, but you can actually talk about the topic for 3 hours non-stop, then there's really nothing for you to worry about because you won't say the wrong thing, you can handle all the questions, and what you really want to make sure that you do really is to speak loudly and that you don't bore the audience out. Of course, boring the audience out is a weakness of some people as well, but again, typically from my experience, it's really not a big deal. If you have knowledge, people want to listen to you. You don't have to be the best showman in the world if your knowledge is concrete, because you will have value to share with people. If you take a look at professors, for example, in psychology, or maybe even in different fields, they don't have to speak in a way that captures everyone's attention. They don't have to really say, good morning, my name is this and that, because their knowledge itself is enough to draw the people toward them. Now, so the tip or the advice that I would have for people is that if you're about to deliver a presentation and you feel scared and you realize that part of why you feel scared is because you're scared you'll say the wrong thing to embarrass yourself or not be able to answer some questions from the crowd and then also embarrass yourself, I would advise us to concretize our knowledge to the topic that we'll be talking about, do more reading, do more research, make ourselves more equipped. And once you feel that as far as knowledge, you're ready, I really think that other supplementary tips like using your voice, hand gestures, and so forth would not be hard to handle. I hope you've learned something new in this video. If you have, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share your thoughts and ideas. I'll be sure to respond to all of them, and I'll see you in the next one.